First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Francine Guerra, and I am a Mexican Salvadorian American woman. My pronouns are she, they, and this is my personal Latina manifesto. Before I begin, I would like to highlight the artwork that I have used in this slide. This photograph is from a Venezuelan artist, and she uses her artwork to express the ways in which women are expected to conform to gender roles. Below, I will include the link to the page that showcases her work for those who want to check it out after. The first topic I would like to discuss in my manifesto is the topic of machismo within the Latina community. I have included the phrase "calladita te ves más bonita," a phrase that many Latinas grew up hearing, which translates to "you look prettier when you're quiet." I had heard this from a young age from my tios and my tias, my grandparents, and even teachers at school. Rather than uplifting the voices of young girls and women, this machista saying has silenced them and created a culture where women are viewed as objects for the male gaze. I believe that we as a community must put an end to this. The silencing of girls' voices can not only harm their self-esteem and their confidence, but it can have negative consequences into adulthood. This can make women afraid to speak up against abuse and unjust treatment that they might face within their families, in relationships, or in the workplace. Machismo should not make the rules by which Latinas must follow. We must dismantle machista views and use our voices to bring awareness and educate those within our community on how to uplift the voices of women. We will no longer be quiet. For my next topic, I would like to discuss solidarity within the Latina community. Due to colonization, many within the Latina community hold anti-Black views, which puts a divide in our movement and does not allow for solidarity with Black feminists. This anti-Black rhetoric alienates Afro-Latinas from having a voice in the movement. Their experiences as Latinas are valid, but are also different due to their intersecting identities, and we must create a space for them to speak freely about the struggles and oppression they face, both within our community and outside of our community. Another issue we must address in order for all women to have a voice in our movement is the ongoing xenophobia held against Central American women by Mexicans in the movement. Due to a majority of the media public focus on Mexico, along with the large populations of Mexicans within the United States, the voices of Central American women often go ignored. Society often groups all Latinos as Mexicans, which further silences the voices and does not allow for cultural awareness. While we are all Latinos, the experiences we have are all vastly different. In order to truly address the issues of all Latinas, we cannot hold on to the anti-Black or anti-Central American views which often run rampant within the Latina and Mexican community. Before I end this slide, I would like to end on a personal note. I really want to make it clear that I do not speak for all Latinas or all Mexican Salvadorian American women. I am just one person with my own lived experiences that have shaped my perception of the world. I do wish to stand in solidarity with all Latinas throughout the United States, Latin America, and throughout the world. I acknowledge that my views on Latina issues are one primarily based on my experiences as a woman in the United States. I acknowledge that I hold privilege as a citizen of this country. This status has granted me a position that is not awarded to all Latinas. I do not and will not speak on behalf of those who have immigrated and those who are undocumented in this country. The reason for that is I have not lived through that struggle, and I do not want my voice to overstep those who do know more than I about that topic and who have lived through those experiences. I will, however, use my privilege to uplift and bring awareness to the voices within that community. I hope that you all learned a little from my personal feminist manifesto. These are my personal beliefs that I have held and I have learned as growing up in the Latina community. Thank you all for your time.